And today I'm going to tell you about why I now believe that Cardano is going to pass Ethereum. This is actually the first time I've ever said this. I've always said it has a chance. And you know, this weekend I was at Rare Bloom, a Cardano event. I'm here in Colorado. Can you see? Maybe it'll focus. You can't really see the mountains back there behind me. Maybe it can. I can't tell. I'm in Colorado Springs right now for one night, checking out some scenes up here before heading back home. Going to be back on the show on Wednesday. But the fact is, I've been at this Cardano event. A lot of people say, well, you're at a Cardano event, so obviously you're going to say, you know, the Cardano is going to pass Ethereum and blah, blah, blah. Does this mean Ethereum is not going to pass Bitcoin? Blah, 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 blah. No, it's very important that I explain my viewpoint on this and why I've come to this decision. And, look, a lot of people like that I made the decision. A lot of people don't like I made this decision. And I want to be clear here right off the rip. This does not mean Ethereum is not going to $20,000 or wherever it's going to be. I saw some people putting out some estimates, $15,000 maybe for the next bull run for Ethereum. I think Ethereum is going to have a massive, massive, massive bull run. It's going to do phenomenal. It's going to be, thrust into the spotlight in this next bull run. The price is going to go out of control. I do feel like that is going to happen for sure. However, I'm forecasting a little bit further out. And, I've always said this. This is what I said. I said, Ethereum is a leader in the clubhouse, and it's going to take Ethereum messing up for Cardano, which I believe is its only competitor. I don't believe it has another competitor. I believe it is only Cardano. It's going to take Ethereum messing up for Ethereum or for Cardano to catch it. And, here's the thing, guys. I've been doing a lot of research on timelines for Ethereum. Do you guys understand that the Serenity update, which eventually became known as ETH 2.0, has been in the works since 2015. Do you guys know that? Since 2015, Ethereum knew it was going to have to make this change to Ethereum 2.0. And during this next bull run, we're really going to get to experience a lot of the upside of the tokenomics for Ethereum. I think what's more interesting is to watch the competition between Ethereum and Bitcoin over the next 6 to 10 years. Because here's the thing. The Ethereum tokenomics are now superior to Bitcoin. They really are. The supply will actually, during bull runs, go down for Ethereum. So, really, you could say Ethereum might be able to compete. It depends on what the institutions do. And now that there are some ways to create yield with Ethereum on institutional levels, we may be looking at a situation where Ethereum and Bitcoin maybe compete for the best store of value. I mean, that's something I didn't really see coming, but that does have some potential. When it comes to a smart contract platform, a layer one platform, Ethereum has had such a massive head start on everything else. Cardano had a slow roadmap, right? Well, here's the thing. Just a few years ago, they put out the timeline for ETH 2.0 rollout and the merge. The beacon chain was the beginning of this. They expected this beacon chain would be finished and ETH 2.0 would officially be moved over to proof of stake from proof of work. They expected this by the end of 2020. Guys, it's 2022. It just happened. They were given that timeline pretty close to the day, pretty close to the time. This timeline was given in 2019 or, early 2020 when they thought that this was going to, be complete. So here's the thing. They expected that by today, we would already have basically what is considered to be the surge, would already be done, which is sharding. Sharding is a way of breaking up files in them very quickly. It's going to basically make everything faster. And sharding is actually what should help with the gas fees and all kinds of different things. Because you guys know that the gas fees aren't going to really be affected. They're affected by EIP 1559, not affected by the proof of stake rollout for Ethereum. Guys, Ethereum's never met a timeline that it was able to match. Ethereum has never met a timeline that it lived up to. It just hasn't. It's a meme on the internet. It's a meme on crypto Twitter that Ethereum would be able to complete something on a timeline that makes sense. So man, I was really looking at this. They expected the entirety of the ETH2 rollout to be finished by the end of this year. We just finished step 1 of 5. And in my opinion, sharding is going to take the longest. Sharding is going to be the hardest to get right, which is the next stage, which is the surge. The estimates are It was supposed to happen recently on the back half of next year. If you go look at the Ethereum Foundation, and look, I still support Ethereum. I'm not trying to throw Ethereum under the bus. I'm trying to speak facts, reality here, okay? Which is they expected, they expect by the end of next year, but the Ethereum Foundation says sharding may ship by the end of 2023. They're already backing out of the language, guys. I think it's a very real, very serious issue that the full Ethereum rollout that will make the chain its final form, I don't think it's going to be ready for 5 to 10 years. I don't think it's going to be ready for 5 to 10 years. If it's not ready in the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be plenty of time for Cardano to catch up. What is my timeline to see Ethereum and Cardano compete? I think we're looking at 6 to 10 years. I think in 6 to 10 years, we could be looking at Cardano. I believe we will be looking at Cardano, competing with Ethereum. Guys, it's just been done in a superior way. It's just a fact. I'm sorry. Ethereum, they threw everything at the wall. Yes, Charles Hoskinson was involved in the creation of Ethereum. They threw everything against the wall. They saw the problems early on, but they wanted to be first to market. That's not a winning formula, guys. Cardano had a slow roadmap, very slow. Their ecosystem is being built out and developed. They have the best NFT community in Cardano. It's not even close. It's not even close, by the way. Go look at mint prices across the ecosystem of all chains, and you will see Cardano blows them away. They've got the most vibrant community. It stands for decentralization. Cardano is decentralized. It's the anti-Solana. The money wasn't given to a bunch of founders and VC firms to be able to pump it from the inside. Cardano's growth has been organic, and it has, since it debuted, pretty much has stayed inside the top 10 with rare exception. I think 2019, maybe it fell out for a little bit. But Cardano has been coming to play since the beginning, and it's going to continue. And with the next bull run looming, and it's not coming soon, guys. Don't hear me wrong on that. I believe we're just looking at all-time highs by the end of 2024. It looks like Cardano is just in a really, really, really good position right now. And I think at this point, it just feels kind of foolish to believe in an Ethereum timeline. And you compare the Ethereum timeline to the Cardano roadmap. You say, okay, Cardano's missed a lot of dates too. They've been behind on a lot of stuff. Guys, Cardano's been behind by months or maybe a year. Ethereum stays like 4 to 5 years behind on where they said they would be by this time. So in my opinion, I think Cardano is going to be the horse that you want to bet on in the smart contract race. I think Ethereum will still be around. I really believe what I said earlier. We're really going to start examining the tokenomics of Ethereum and how it compares tokenomically to Bitcoin. Because now that it's a yield-bearing asset and institutions can earn yield on it, it kind of elevates Ethereum maybe to a place where it can compete with Bitcoin. Like I said earlier, that's something I never thought I would say. So these are some videos we're going to be working on in the next few weeks for you guys, because I think these are some really, really interesting arguments to take a look at. But yeah, officially, I've never said this before. I mean, I said on Twitter,